Elena, congratulations. You know, on the surface, the scoreline looked somewhat lopsided, but the reality was it was tricky, at least in the beginning, right? I think you faced maybe 5 game points, 3 breaks. Was it more competitive than the score may have suggested?
Well, in the beginning, I definitely didn't start so well. Couple unforced errors, and as I said, the conditions, you need time to get used. It was flying a lot. It was not easy to control the ball, but after I felt comfortable, and honestly was just trying to stay aggressive and keep on swinging. So yeah, the beginning is always tricky, but then you get used and it's getting better.
Yeah, you can do another one, Matt. That's fine. You can.
Yeah. She had a good array of like drop shots and hot shots. Was it hard to kind of figure her out in the beginning? I mean, it wasn't, you know, your typical kind of like baseline to baseline rally, at least in the beginning. She was really mixing it up a little bit.
Well, I didn't know her. I watched a couple of videos, so yeah, it's not easy to know exactly what the opponent is going to do when you never played, what kind of shots to expect. So I think, as I said, for the first match, it was solid, still to improve for the next one, but yeah, it was a good match for me.
Speaking about things to improve, which part of your game do you think you need to improve most before the next game?
I think start of the matches can be always better. The serve, the percentage of the first serve wasn't as high as I wanted, but again, it was hot, so I had to really adjust, and it's not easy to get an angle when such conditions. So footwork always can be better, some decisions. So yeah, but it's a good start for me.
And just another question about the heat. When it's so hot, do you tend to adjust your training routines, or I don't know, do you wake up or go to bed earlier? Or is there anything you change in the preparation of your matches?
I'm just trying to stay hydrated, drink a lot. If not drink, then eat something like a watermelon or some things like this, because you need to prepare in advance. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do again tonight and the next day.
Hello. Congratulations. What aspect of the game you think it's more difficult to manage to try to be #1 and stay there for a while, comparing to the other aspects, who are the first 3 players in the world, who has to manage difficult things? Which aspect is the most difficult to manage and to keep on a very high level?
Well, for #1, you need to be really consistent. That's the most important thing. And yeah, always be healthy in such a difficult schedule, because there is no room for you to skip tournaments, or yeah, if you don't feel well, you might lose early. So I feel like the consistency is the most important, and of course being healthy.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes, I think I can take one. Sorry.
Just one last one. How important are the score lines in the first few rounds of a Grand Slam for you? You won quite easily. I mean, the score was pretty lopsided, as my colleague said. Did you take into account the fact that E-Gadget before you won also quite easily, or you just don't care, you focus on yourself? And
yeah, I just focus on myself, but of course, if you can win and not stay on the heat for longer, it's better to finish the job quicker, but it doesn't mean that you need to rush. So it's yeah, something I'm not focusing, but it's good to win in straight sets, that's for sure.
One general clay court question. You mentioned earlier about getting your feet moving. If there's one quality that you need to have to be a successful clay court player at this level, what would it be? Footwork, your mentality, the physical grind. What do you need?
I would say physical and the footwork, because clay is a surface where all the shots they kind of the same, and it's all about the footwork, the angles you can create. So I would say that.